For nearly a century, RSL clubs have been a meeting place for returned soldiers and their communities. But now an ageing membership and rising costs are putting the clubs at risk. As Anna McDonald discovered, 1 in 4 clubs are tipped to merge or close in the next 10 years.
It's the weekly crosswords and cards catch-up at the Ballarat RSL.
Oh, we're clever, aren't we?
For these Second World War veterans and their wives, it's an important social get-together.
This particular group has become such a friendly group that we almost feel a loyalty. If we're not here, if we're standing on our feet, we've got to be here to our club.
But they won't be meeting at this 100-year-old building for much longer. Over the past 6 months, the Ballarat RSL has been slowly winding down. The bar and restaurant are no longer open for business, and this empty room was once home to 30 poker machines.
This is a beautiful old building, and it's just, well, we're all up in arms about it.
The Ballarat sub-branch was formed in 1917 to serve the needs of local World War I veterans. But like other RSL clubs around the state, time has taken its toll. Even $1.5 million in loans from the league's headquarters hasn't been enough to keep the club afloat.
We were just in crisis mode for so long that every day there was a new issue.
The clubs decided to merge with the nearby George Hotel that's now undergoing renovations to cater for Ballarat's 900 RSL members. The state president of the RSL says it's inevitable other clubs will face a similar fate.
The Second World War veterans, particularly in the country areas, are becoming fewer and fewer, as you would understand. There are commercial pressures that are put on them. The demography in which many of them were established has changed, and in some areas of particularly the metropolitan area, clubbing in the sense of RSL clubs is not as popular as it used to be.
Around 75 of the state's 308 sub-branches are tipped to either close or merge within the next decade. But while Ballarat and other clubs struggle, some are doing better than ever before. The Box Hill RSL in Melbourne's outer east is the most profitable sub-branch in Victoria, and it's all because of one thing.
Gaming actually gave us what we've got here. That's what's put the money in the bank. You have to say that. At some stages probably gets up to probably 80%.
The sub-branch boasts a members-only lounge, a bistro that serves up to 2,000 meals a week, and 100 poker machines. It's well positioned, with the Epworth and Box Hill hospitals just across the road. 15,000 members pour through the doors each year.
This probably doesn't look like an RSL, what most people believe an RSL should look like. I've always believed that, you know, if we do something, you've got to build it the best. It's got to be as good as any of the clubs in the city. It has to have all the facilities that a central business district club would have.
If you don't have the finances, you can't provide the welfare and the help to the veterans and their families. So it is a vicious circle, but it is very, very important that RSLs are successful financially.
John Howard has been a member of Box Hill since 1969, when he returned from Vietnam.
It's not all just grog and food and all that kind of stuff. It is trying to assist the veterans and their families in some way.
But the remaining Second World War veterans are all in their late 80s and 90s. The Australian flag at Box Hill is often flown at half-mast to pay respect for the passing of yet another elderly digger.
We just have to make sure that our legacy to the next ones that run this place is that we leave them with a facility that's working, not too much debt, and hoping that they keep some of the traditions of the RSL alive.